take.
I'll keep going, thanks.
All right, thank you.
You've got to eat something. It's paid for, after all. We can't afford to stay here for much longer. We should be making the most of it.
Fill your boots.
Tom?
Well, what do you suggest? Back to the post office with your dad?
Why didn't you wake me?
I thought you might fancy a lie in.
Everything all right?
Fine. Kelly doesn't get any tidy, though, does she?
Beggars can't be choosers.
You can share with me tonight.
I'll be all right on the couch.
You get to fight Tom for it.
Tom?
Well, he won't be going back to Aberystwyth, will he?
Whose fault's that? He's not stopping here.
Where else can he go?
Anywhere.
Oh, Vic.
Oh, his car, park bench. Take his pick. There's vacancies at the Woolpack, I believe.
How are you, Frank?
I'll take that, sir.
I just wanted a quick word about this afternoon.
Is that all?
Well, there's bound to be some press interest.
It's a private ceremony.
All the same, it's inevitable they're going to be there. We can't do anything to stop them, so we might as well use it in our favour.
I'm burying my wife. Do you expect me just to switch off from that?
On the contrary, I want to make sure that no one, press, villagers, vicar, whoever, forgets for an instant that you're an innocent man grieving for Kim.
Somewhere.
You must stay calm and dignified, no matter what's said at the service or what the journos try and throw at you.
Calm and dignified.
Are you with me on that? Frank?
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't intending to throw myself into the grave.
Mr. Sugden,
Yes?
you made a report at Houghton Police Station.
Oh, I was wanting to speak to somebody about that.
Well, we've saved you the journey then.
Who is it, Jack?
Oh, no one, it's all right. Look,
Hey!
they just want a word with me about that cufflink business.
Actually, sir, no. It was the two boys we wanted to talk to.
Talk about fiddling while Rome burned. Oh, don't tell me. You're saving the important bits till last, eh?
Look, this ain't army marching on its stomach. Them plastic gangsters tried to starve us into submission, but it won't work. This is war.
What are you going to do, challenge them to a duel? Oh, yeah, pencils at 20 paces.
You don't get it, do you?
Get what exactly?
It's a statement of this. This sign says that...
Mindy's man's box if you leave Butch to his own devices.
Rebellion! We won't be beat.
What it's saying is, don't mingle with a dingle.
Or you might win.
Them lot get the better of us. No chance, Monday.
You might become a burger billionaire, Butch. But while the big bad dingles are round the yard, I'm off.
Betty, I just want to ask you.
Look, I'm a bit busy, Terry.
Yeah, it'll only take a minute. Look, I just want to know, are you sure about this?
Sure about what?
Well, he hasn't said out, has he? It's just that he said he'd say.
Oh.
Paddy?
Betty, table 2 when you're ready.
No, I don't mind the camp bed. I don't even mind floor. It's just, well, he said he'd ask.
Oh, you mean that old tent of Seth's that you wanted to borrow? Oh, yeah, Paddy mentioned it to me this morning. Of course he asked me.
And?
Of course you can stay, but no shenanigans, mind, because I have had my fingers burnt with lodgers and them Windsor women before.
Betty, you're a star.
Betty, can you do table 2, please?
I'm going.
Oh, great, that's all we need. On the bar, please. What does Eric think he's doing, swaddling off with this fancy piece when there's an order due in? Kill him. Bet he's not out looking for a new chef either.
Well, I would have thought on a day like today that you'd want to keep yourself busy. Unless of... Oh, no. You're not thinking of going, are you, Kathy?
I suppose Seth will be there.
Well, he has always had a soft spot for Kim, I won't deny that. But he has great respect for you, Kathy, and Dave.
Betty, I think table 2's still waiting.
Is that it?
Yep. Thanks a lot, boys. You've been a great help.
told you. Shut up. He said we're not to tell you. He said you'd...
You said what? We'd lock you in a cell and feed you on bread and water.
As if. You have to be 16 before they can do that.
Go on. You can go as well.
Will we get reward?
As Robert's grandma would say, honesty is its own reward.
My grand one. Thank you very much, sir.
Look, maybe I overreacted a bit.
Well, we always prefer to be told. This may seem trivial to you, Mr. Sugden, but we get to see the bigger picture.
I've got friends. Well, I know loads of people who work for the Tates, people who depend on them for their living. I'm no fan of Frank Tate. I've made that very plain. But Zoe's different. You know, maybe she was mistaken. God knows she's had enough on her mind lately.
I'm sure she'd appreciate your concern, sir. Thanks again for your help.
Everybody be cool, this is a lottery! Come on!
Over here! No! Right, any of you move and I'll execute every flaming last one of you. Come on, get him in! Get him in! Come on! Get him in quick! Get in there! Come on, get him in! Oh, hang on. Open it! Right, go on, shut it.
I love you, honey bunny. Come on.
Come on! Yeah! Quick!
Oh dear, you look like I feel.
Sorry, I was miles away. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Don't often see you in here at lunchtime.
No, well, I get a bit stir-crazy in the post office all day long, and the wool-pack's not exactly relaxing these days.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but I do think Viv's a very lucky woman.
How'd you work that out, then?
Well, she breaks up her marriage, loses Terry, his job and his home, and when it all goes sour, she comes running back to you and you let her.
We're not back together, Kathy. No way.
Yeah, maybe. But she's still got a job and a home and her kids around her. What's poor Terry been left with? All I'm saying is, just be careful.
The rope! Give me the rope!
What rope?
What's the matter with the amateurs? Give us that scarf or something.
Eh? What did he say? What's he saying? Get this thing up, man. No! He'll see our faces.
Oh, he's not got the hang of this at all, has he?
Never, another grass. Hellfire, are you going to kill me? You what? Is that the plan? Bring me to some derelict old shack in middle of nowhere and kill me. Derelict old shack? This is my home. Give him a slap. Oh! And you are our hostage.
This burger war, it's gonna stop. Butch, phone.
Eh?
Pass me the phoner.
All right.
Like, you're gonna ring your boss and you're gonna tell him. Just...
Watch it! Oh, sorry. You will be, pal.
Unconditional surrender, or else. I want a name and a number.
Ah, yes. Keys. I never had one for the back door, in case you're wondering.
All seem to be in order.
Right, looks like goodbye then.
Yes.
Thanks for everything, Big Al. I'm sorry.
Good night. Terry, was it worth it? It's all clear, Dad.
Still engaged? That'll be his wife. Once she gets going. She'll be onto that shopping channel.
What's that?
Satellite telly.
No, I ain't got that.
It's ringing! It's a flaming answer phone!
Yeah, well, that'll do. Okay. Sing like a bird, boy.
All right, Bob, it's me. You'll have to speak to boss, Bob. It's about hunting pitch. I've had a bit of bother this morning. It's been...
You think he's run out of baps or something? We've got your lad.
Colin.
Colin, we want to meet, talk business. You either do a deal or you get him back his burgers. The choice... The beat went.
Hey, you didn't leave your number.
You have to ring back.
I can get you one if you want one. What? You know, how much are they not paying?
Oh!
50 no, 50 no.
It's flaming well engaged again.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I wasn't going to bother coming, but it just didn't feel right.
Secretary turned successful businesswoman, wife, lover, mother. These are facts we know. How she died, who she was with. We hope to find answers to these questions before too long. What she thought of her life, her comparatively short life. What she still hoped to achieve. What she thought at the last. These are things we will never be sure about, but it shouldn't stop us asking ourselves the questions. Kim Tate was not an easy woman. Prickly, I've heard her described as. A fighter, also generous, loyal, passionate. A woman of extremes, arousing extremes of opinion in those around her. All loss is difficult, but the loss of Kim is complicated. It's bitter and confusing. Most of all for James, who barely had time to know his mother before she was snatched away from him. As he grows, he'll have to make do with photographs and memories, your memories perhaps. But you can also comfort him with another fact. The knowledge that Kim loved him possessively and unreservedly, as only a mother can. And that in different ways, at different times, you all loved her, which is why you're here today. So I ask you now to take a few moments to remember Kim at her best, and to pray that in death she finds the peace that was so lacking in the final, painful moments of her life.
Oh, cheers, thanks. Nice lunch.
Not bad.
Go over the Warpack, did you?
No, I had a sandwich in the back with Donna.
Dad, can I have a £5 to go to the pictures?
Oh, I thought you made this out of the goodness of your own heart.
I did.
Who are you going with?
You.
As in when?
Oh, Dad.
What do you want a fiver for, anyway?
To buy you some popcorn.
I'll take it the weekend.
I'm bored. I know it's a school holidays, but everyone I'm allowed to hang round with is away. Mum?
Don't be silly. Your mum's busy and all.
No, I'm not.
Oh, thought you'd be seeing Terry.
Make it a choc ice. Popcorn sticks in my teeth. Give her a fiver, Scrooge.
Well, you should have heard the way she said it. I'm sure she will appreciate your concerns, sir. Snooty so-and-so. Like I was some poor sap being fobbed off with a couple of quid and told to keep his gob shut.
They didn't think that. No one would.
And then there's the whole village. They'll all think I'm clapping my hands in glee. Chance of a lifetime to nail Frank Tate for good.
Oh, when all you're doing, shock horror, is telling the truth, which is what we've been banging on to Andy about for weeks. Grow up, Jack. It's not such a big deal.
Oh, so when the Glovers lose the farm and Linda's queuing for the dole, will you tell them or shall I?
What?
You know, that little speech about honesty being its own reward.
For as much as it hath pleased Almighty God of his great mercy to take unto himself the soul of our dear sister here departed, we therefore commit her body to the ground.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who shall change our vile body, that it may be like unto his glorious body, according to the mighty working whereby he is able to subdue all things to himself.
I'm an innocent man. Frank, go on, take as many pictures as you like. I didn't kill her.
Mr. Tate, this isn't the time.
Oh, when is the right time, Reverend? I'm going back to a prison cell for a murder I didn't commit.
Let's look at the road situation.
Right, that's that. She's really nice. She didn't charge us for today.
Who?
Mrs. Billington.
You've paid the bills?
Kathy gave my wages early.
Oh, Kelly.
I want to do my bit.
This is your first job. You should be spending your money on lipstick and CDs, not my rent.
If it wasn't for me, I'd still have a home to go to and a job.
This didn't happen because of you. It happened because of your dad, because he's a twisted, spiteful bigot who couldn't bear to see us make a go of things.
He might be a lot of things, but he's not that bad.
Oh, face facts, Kelly. He hates us being together. He hates me even more. He'd do anything to get rid of me.
Right. And instead he ends up with us shacked up together in his house with nowhere else to go. Well, stop thinking, Dad. It's not his style. It's too secret. It's too clever. If he stitched you up, he'd want you to know about it.
Convenient.
You know what, Tom? You've got some serious growing up to do.
What?
I may only be 16. You keep reminding me. But at least I'm putting the effort in. I'm earning. I'm making decisions. I'm moving on. All you want to do is mope around all day and blame someone else.
Where are you going?
You're not the only one who's lost out. I'd love to spend my wages on lipstick. But we've got to pull together if you want to make this work. You may not see it, Tom, but we've got to.
Let us say goodbye.
I'm not surprised. Why can't he keep his mouth shut? Just once in his life.
That must be where you get it from.
You're just the hired hand round here. Remember? Nobody's interested. Just as that poor solicitor's finding to his cost. Who done invited her?
Miss Tate?
Detective Inspector? I suppose I should thank you for coming. Though I don't remember seeing you at the church.
We weren't there. We were talking to the Sugdens and checking out their story. It's thrown up a few interesting questions we think you could help us with. I suppose you'd like to know the protocol? Well, you could follow us down to the station now, impress us with your full and frank cooperation, albeit a little late in the day. I'm sure the nanny could manage. Or we could insist that you accompany us, but I wouldn't advise it.
Forge it.
What?
The signature can't be that difficult. All that big loopy-headed prefect's handwriting.
Oh, don't.
I'll do it for you, yeah.
Paddy, give me my pen back! Stop!
What are you doing? Oh! Babe, all right. Will you tell her I don't want a body, I never have, and I never will. I'm saving myself for Dolores McSweeney. Well, there you go, you heard the man.
Please, don't encourage him. Dolores who?
McSweeney. She broke my heart in 57 places.
Oh.
That's what turned me to drink. Come on, I'll tell you about it over a pint.
Ow!
Sounds good to me.
Hold on a minute. What are you doing here?
When the cat's away.
Yes, at a funeral.
I'm waiting for somebody to buy me a drink. Oh, good man. So am I. Come on, Linda. That'll wait till Monday.
No, I'm sorry, it can't. Look, I'll meet you over there. She won't be long now.
Are you sure? Never apologise. Never explain. And never, ever say, are you sure?
Get out. Now. Right now.
All right, we're not...
Go! Go!
Some criminal mastermind you work for, he don't even check his answer phone.
Oh, Bob? Oh, he's not the real boss.
You what?
Bob's just my boss. He's not in charge of the operation, like.
Come on!
Get him! Chill out! Hey? You mean I've been sat here watching paint dry waiting for some skivvy to ring back?
Don't let Bobby here call him a skivvy.
Oh, well, hush my mouth!
Okay. Now, Colin, tell us, who's your real boss?
I couldn't tell you.
He's not really boss! I couldn't tell you! I've never had the pleasure!
So, hang about. We're waiting for Bob to get his message and then pass it on to...
Number 2. I'll then pass it on to Chief.
We'll then pass it back to number 2.
And then back to...
Bob again, yeah?
Right, yeah. It could take days.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the Woolly. I'm not sitting here all night.
Oh, genius. What about our hostage?
Well, Colin can pay for his own.
What if he escapes?
We'll break his legs.
What if the big chief rings?
Oh, double genius. You can stay here and mind the phone.
Any news, just come and find us.
Oh, really? Has it got a pool table, Zach?
Same as it.
6:15.
Here's Tom. Has Kelly been in?
Kelly?
I just wondered, it doesn't matter.
Right, that's it. I've waited long enough. I'm going to go and fetch Lyndon now.
Shall I wait here for you around?
Yeah, whatever, Paddy.
What? Mandy, meet Colin. Colin, Mandy.
We've met. No hard feelings, eh?
You're mad, you are. You're bad.
Perhaps I should explain. Colin is a hostage.
Yeah, he's going to get his burger pitch back.
And our self-respect to boot.
You're double bad.
No can do, man. Because if one goes, we all go.
Oh, my leopard skin scarf. I've not even worn that yet.
Well, maybe something's happened at the funeral. Maybe Frank's ill or something and they've had to rush him into hospital.
She would have still phoned.
Yeah, well, she normally would.
Or were they having some kind of celebration?
Biff?
Well, I don't know. Some kind of funeral tea or something.
Yeah, with 3 people. Oh, unless she's had a crash.
Look, you would have heard by now. Come on. She don't pay you nearly enough to start messing around like this, and you missed the last post any road.
I know. But look, I've only got keys to the front. I can't lock up the back.
Oh, well, tough. I'm not having to take advantage of you anymore. What was that?
What?
Have you got a cat's in?
No, we've got 2 puppies in Mrs. Hewittson's budgie.
There. You must have heard it.
If someone's dumped another box of kittens, I swear I'll ring them. They have. Biff?
What?
It's a baby.